Hello, beautiful people. My name is Briaina Latrice, and I'm back with Kindria Simpson, so I got it right this time. This is another episode of Life After Infidelity, and today we're going to be talking on the amazing topic of healing after infidelity, which is a very hot topic and something that is very popular that people are trying to,
understand.
absolutely. And so, again, if you guys have been with me, then you know how important this lady sitting next to me is. And so, real quickly, Kindria, I'll just let you introduce yourself and talk about all of the different titles and roles that you possess.
I am Kindria Simpson. Some call me the medicine woman. Some call me the truth. Some call me, you name it.
Yeah.
A trichologist by trade. But I just call me Kindria, because I figure I'm what you need when you need it, how you need it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah, which is, I think, is why I call you so many things. Because one day I'd be like, she my life coach. No, I think she my spiritual advisor. No, she my shaman. No,
Yeah, I'm the teacher, the coach. I mean, you name it. So just Kindria.
Yes, yes. So, like I said, everyone who knows me, then you know that Kindria played a very important part in my healing journey. When I was, going through my divorce and being cheated on in my marriage. And so today I thought it was really important, just because you know all about my healing journey, to have you really come on and talk about healing after infidelity. And so I actually, Kindria, wanted to start off with I made a post on TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
And someone commented on my post, and this is what they said.
Mm-hmm.
They said, I have a deep hatred that I never knew existed. My body physically hurts like I am dying. It's been a year and still no better than day one. That really hurt my heart to know that a lot of people actually were making comments on my post similar to that, about like how it's been a year, it's been 5 years. One woman even said it's been 17 years and it still hurts like it did yesterday, and she's still in the relationship. And so, Kindria, I just want to know, like, speak to that woman who is still angry and bitter even after years of the initial, notification of being cheated on.
Well, the first thing I would say to this beautiful sister is that with her body aching, that's physical signs that she's inviting probably arthritis or some type of fibromyalgia. I'm doing kind of like a reading on her. I'm sorry.
I figured that. I was like, when I read this, she go.
Fibromyalgia and nerve damage. So that's what you're calling in, sister. That's what you're inviting in to envelop your whole entire body. Yeah. So what I would say to you is it worth you being, almost cripply, deathly ill to where you can't even move? What's happening is that she has not, there's no acceptance. She has not accepted the fact that this has happened to her. But most importantly, what I would want her to do is, in the episode before, we had talked about that root cause. So that's something right there that she's not even looking at the root cause. That would be one of those things to where, the root cause is like, no, it's like, in the victim mode. So, I would ask, are you ready to move out of those modes? Because if so, the first thing that I need you to do is tell me how much you hate that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? That's the first thing I need you.
Right, in acknowledgement.
That's the first thing I need you to do. I want you to tell me, how many times he's done it. I need you to kick. I need you to kick some shits. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I need you to fight. I need you fight the air. You know what I'm saying? I need you to kick some shit. I need you to throw some shit, because see, that's you releasing it out of your body. You know what I'm saying? That's you releasing it. I need you to scream. You know what I'm saying? I need you call him every dirty name that you can and mean it mean it. I need it to come from the tip of your toenail. I need that to come all the way up and out, because that's where the healing is, because you're still that experience, you're holding it like you just gave birth to it. You know what I'm saying? You're holding it. You and what it's doing is rotten. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's rotting. You know, that's like you having, you know,
some type of way.
You know, that's like, you know, having a rump roast in your hand or some ribs raw in your hand. We can even say they cooked. After a while, they're going to start to deteriorate. And that's what it's doing. It's rotting her. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And so, again, we need to, what's the lesson in that? You know, was that betrayal? Was that rejection? You know, was that abuse, abandonment? What was that core wound? So we can get the lesson, so that we can get the acceptance, so that we can get, so that you can start to detach from that experience.
Yeah. So detachment, that's really where you want to get. But you can't get to detachment until you get to the acceptance and the acknowledgement. And what acceptance and acknowledgement looks like is calling it out and allowing yourself to be angry. And I think that, you know, we put this, I don't know, like, I guess what I'm thinking is, okay, when we were going through my process, I remember, like, you had me, you know what I'm saying, in one of the sessions where, like, I had to scream and yell, and I had to actually say, I hate this person, and then you were like, because I'm not really a cusser, but you were like, say MFer, and I was like, and I wouldn't say it, and you were like, say it, you know, but it's like what you said, I had been holding that in for so many years, and I was babysitting it, and like you said, you know, it's a piece of meat or whatever, and the thing is, like, it gets maggots on it, flies start to come around, and then you wonder why you keep attracting more trash. It's because trash is because nobody can see the beauty in you when you got nastiness.
When you're attaching yourself to that experience.
You're attaching yourself to that experience. And so that's why even, you know, through you, I've learned that for women coming through my program, that first week we do, I call it a pity party. And it's allowing yourself to feel. It's allowing yourself to cry. It's allowing yourself to acknowledge and honor you and the pain that has been caused up on you. And it even made me think, because someone even said, made a comment, and they just said, "Thank you for letting me know that it's okay to feel."
Yes.
And maybe let's even go there a little bit. What does that look like? Like allowing yourself to feel this rage and this anger that most women feel when being cheated on.
Well, you know, for Black women, you're angry, you're bitter, you're this, you're that, you're this. So, you know, in work settings and in relationships, you know, in all of our relationships, we temper that. You know what I'm saying? Oh, it's not ladylike to do that. It's not ladylike to cuss. Shit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's not ladylike to do this. It's not ladylike. You know, and we want to be seen not so masculine, but that's our biggest strength. You know what I'm saying? Our emotions are our biggest strength, but we use them in a negative way. You know what I'm saying? Because we hold on to it and we only express, you know, the negative. You know what I'm saying? And we only, well, I'm just going to protect myself because of da-da-da. So, but feeling, oh my God. Weeping may endure for the night, but joy comes in the morning. That's what that means to me when it talks about feeling the emotions. Do you know how uncomfortable it is to feel it? Do you know when it's time for me to feel those emotions, I'm trying to do everything but feel them. You know, I mean, this is even me to this day. Yeah. But I know it's like, Kindria, you got to sit down and you got to feel this. You got to feel all of this. And then it's like, once you feel it, you know, just like I'm feeling it now, you know, once you feel it, it's like, oh, okay, because we don't want to tell ourselves the truth. You know, I don't want to see that I'm unhappy with this. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to see that, you know, okay, I've been judging myself and then judging others or whatever the case may be. You know, I don't want to see that, oh, you know, if I should have, you know, kissed him more, if I should have gave him more of this, if I should have did this, if I should have did that, you know, those are the things that we don't want to see. We have an issue with self-reflection. We do. And that's why it's like, you know, putting something in the microwave versus putting it in the oven. You know, when you heat something up in the oven, it is delicious. You know what I'm saying? Come on now. Come on now. But you put it in the microwave and it's instant. It's like, okay, well, but it's good enough. You know what I'm saying? So we don't want, I mean, you know what? We don't even want to get sick. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to feel shit that don't feel good. We don't.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that would be, you know, that thing is learning how, and just even if it's just a little bit, okay, I'm just going to feel a little bit of it. Okay, I'm uncomfortable and I'm uncomfortable. And then letting yourself be uncomfortable, because that's where the healing is. That's the only way. Mm-hmm. That's the only way it's going to come through. Is you know, and I would say, you know, for this beautiful young lady, you know, give yourself 10 minutes. You know, okay, 10 minutes, and I'm gonna, you know, I'm just gonna feel it. I'm just gonna allow myself to feel it. Allow myself to feel it. You know, because see, for her, you know, it seems as though she may have walked in on something. You know what I'm saying? It's hers is kind of a little bit like, you know, like that. And it's just like a image that she sees. So I would tell her, you know, to start seeing, you know, allow herself to start looking, seeing, you know, just a little bit at a time, until she's ready to.
Like reliving that moment?
Yep. Just start seeing it, you know. Again, you know, professional help, you know, if you feel that that's something that you need. That would be my suggestion to her, so that she can start that process of feeling and allowing herself, you know, how some people, you know, don't want to see, you know, the coffin or the person in the coffin when you're at the wake. Mm-hmm. But, you know, the more you look at that person, because I used to be like that, not, you know, but the more you look at that person, the more it's like, okay, you know, you release that fear. You know what I'm saying? And this is her releasing her fear. Again, you know, releasing, you know, that betrayal is starting to, you know, unravel. Does that make sense? To where it be like you moving kind of like that. Does that make sense? I know everybody didn't see that, but.
Yeah, no, I mean, it makes perfect sense. And I think that even, you know, when we're going through healing journeys of any kind or grief of any kind, because again, I do say that infidelity is a form of grief, because you're grieving, you know, what was in the relationship. You're grieving the physical loss of the person if you guys decide not to work it out. And I think, you know, maybe talk about that too, of like how healing is not linear, you know, and even if you are at a year or 8 months post, you know, finding out about the infidelity, you know, kind of speak to those women who have relapses on what to do when they're cycling through those emotions and having bad days.
Okay. Well, it all happens. It happens to all of us. And it's okay. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Number one, ladies, it's okay. You know what I'm saying? You're not a bad person. You haven't gone back 5 steps. You know, you hadn't gone, you know, moved 10 steps and gone back 7. No, no. Because see, here's the thing. The years, all that excitement when you first meet him, all that excitement, you know, you dating him, y'all courting, all that excitement, you know, the first time you ever were intimate, you know, the time that he proposed, you know, setting your wedding and, you know, the honeymoon and this and this and that. See, all that is trapped in your body. It's trapped in your womb. It's trapped in your yoni. It's trapped in it's trapped in every cell of your body. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? Is this making sense? It's trapped. All those experiences, all those memories are trapped in your cells. So when you do start this healing process and you do start to release and you do start to, you know, do the self-examination and start to asking those questions and breaking down and getting down to that root cause, and you're moving forward and you kind of feeling good, you know, but then, you know, it's like, oh, she feeling good now. Okay, she done released that, so we got room. All right, we need to make some more room. Cells. All right, let's bring this up. And here comes those cells to bring up another layer of trauma so that you can heal. You know what I'm saying? Is it because you have to understand that's years that, you know, and you have to allow your body to heal from that because it's stored too. I mean, you know, it's like a couple of years ago, I got into a car accident and I'm driving, you know, and I'm in a lane where I can't go left or right, and here comes this big old white truck coming behind me. So all I could do was brace for the impact. Boom, skirt, boom. And I'm like, ugh. So do you know that now, if it's on the other side of the freeway and I hear that skirt, my body is going to react to that. You see what I'm saying? So you could see, his niece is graduating and you're like, oh my God, I remember when we brought her home. Or his little nephew is getting married. Or, something happened, his grandmother or mother or father or something like that. And that could trigger that. And it's okay. It is okay. Your body needs time. Your body, your mind, your spirit, all of that needs time to heal. And it's okay. It's okay. It could be a year later, you know what I'm saying? But you don't feel the same way you felt a year ago, right? You know what I'm saying? So, and that's why I would tell you all the time, celebrate every moment, because that's where you start to be, your worth. You know what I'm saying? That's when you really start to be your own cheerleader as well. Does that make sense? Okay.
And it's triggers. It's really... Maybe it's triggers, right? Because like what you said, now every time you hear that noise, your body tenses up. And it makes me think of the book, right? The Body Keeps the Score, right? Of like how we keep all of like our body remembers all of these things. So, I mean, kind of talk about that too, like, because that's part of healing is when you're triggered, how do you, you know what I'm saying, work through that triggering, and get to the healing part?
Well, with the triggers, one of the things that I had to do was I would hold myself, or I would hold my heart. You know what I'm saying? Or I would hold, my stomach or my womb, and I'd say, Kindria, it's okay. It's okay, Kindria. It's that simple. It's no big old, but that's what you say to yourself. It's okay, and you allow yourself to feel whatever it is, and just know, okay, this is still attached to that old energy, and I allow you to just, I allow myself to feel you, because that's the only way you heal it. You have to feel it to heal it. You got to feel it to heal it, and that's what that means. That's what that means. You get triggered. Okay, I'm triggered. Versus, because see, what we do is when we're triggered, we stop. Because I'm gonna blow some shit up, or or you know what I'm saying. Whatever that case may be, and it's like, no, allow that emotion to, you know what I'm saying, to allow it. Allow it. Go to the room or go somewhere. Run if you got to. If you're getting ready to blow up, run. But let it go. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way you can heal it, by holding on to it. That is what causes dis-ease in the body, which then manifests as illnesses. Because we're holding on to it. You know what I'm saying? So when you're triggered is a good thing. That means that emotion is sick of you. It's sick of being there. It's ready. It's ready to come out. It's ready to come out. Being triggered is a good thing. That means, oh, I'm healing. Oh, more is ready. Oh, game time. I'm ready for this. Triggered? Oh, okay. What we triggered about? Where is this coming from? Oh, this is tied to the root of this. Oh, okay. All right. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and feel you. Yep. Yep. No, I don't. Oh, I don't like you. Oh, it don't feel good at all. It don't feel good. And then you start laughing. And then you like, you know what? That was funny. I did clown that day. You see what I'm saying? And it's like, it takes probably 5 minutes to feel it. But what we do is we get caught on staying attached to it. Just feel it.
Because I remember one thing that has been so powerful for me that you told me was that crying is the strongest thing we can do. And so I was talking to a friend, and she was like, oh, I don't cry, girl. I don't like to cry. And, to be honest, I was at an event last weekend, and a lot of the women there were like, well, I'm a G, I'm not going to cry. Like, they would get emotional, and they'd be like, I'm a G, I'm not going to cry. And I'm like, we've got to stop that narrative of crying is weakness, and
that is the most cleansing and the most purifying way to release. Oh my gosh. And we got to stop telling our babies, stop crying, suck it up, stop it. Don't tell them that, because that's that trauma that we're in, because that's a release. Belching, you know what I'm saying? Crying, sneezing, laughing. You know what I'm saying? These are all signs of giggling. These are all signs of release. But crying is the most cleansing and clearing, because a lot of times that's coming from, not even a lot of times, I'm hearing it comes from, that wounded child. That's where it's coming from. You know what I'm saying? And we want to protect him or her so bad that we don't. It's like, and to me now, it's like, if I feel it, I'm crying. You can call me a crybaby. You know what I'm saying? You can't. That's not strength. A lot of what we've been taught as strength is a weakness, and it kills us.
Yeah. That's so true. Okay, and I know we don't have much time left, but I do want to talk on two more things really quickly. Another person commented on the post, and they were like, someone told me to forgive him so I can be happy, but I'm still full of rage, sadness, disappointment. The wound is fresh and needs time to heal. And there were so many women, again, who commented on that of like, yeah, people told me to just forgive and get over it. And we're hurting women when we tell them, or people, period, who have been hurt by a situation that, forgiveness is just basically exempting that person of the hurt that they did or they put on you. And so I don't know, like, what does actual true forgiveness look like?
Actual true forgiveness has nothing to do with the other person. Nothing.
We hear that all the time too.
Nothing.
Okay.
It has nothing to do with the other person. Forgiveness has to do with, I forgive myself for holding on to this. I forgive myself for, you can say I forgive myself for, being naive. I forgive myself for thinking that I was naive. I forgive myself for loving this person. I forgive myself for, for trusting this person. Because, see, those are everything that you beat yourself up for, you need to forgive it. You know what I'm saying? That's the acknowledgement. I trusted this person. But the main thing that I cannot stress enough is this is you experience this so that you can heal your deepest wound, which is from 0 to 7 years old. Was it rejection? Was it abandonment? Was it abuse? Was it neglect? What is that core wound? And if we could get people our sisters to focus in on, this is happening so that I can heal this piece.
Yeah.
That right there to me is the most important thing. Because once you can understand that, oh, okay, I came here and I experienced this so that I could heal the energy of rejection. So that I can heal the energy of mental, physical, emotional, sexual, verbal abuse. Does that make sense? And so once we can grasp around that, then it's easier to forgive, because it's like, okay, what's the lesson in this? Now you can start to detach. Wait a minute. I keep calling this in because of an experience that I need to heal as a child.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, huh. Wait a minute, because my wound was rejection.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So once I knew that, my mother couldn't give me what I needed, because she couldn't even give it to herself. You know what I'm saying? Once I understood that was my wound, my core wound was rejection. It's like, oh, okay. Then I look and I see, everything, oh my God, everybody. My whole lesson has been rejection in some form or some way. Wow. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I just had a light bulb moment.
No, but you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So it makes it easy to start that forgiveness, because it's like, oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. And you start letting people off the hook, because, see, everybody is always so focused on what you did to me. You did to me. You did to me. That's why I say forgiveness ain't. Everything that you're upset about, start forgiving yourself for.
Yeah.
I forgive myself for not standing up for myself. I forgive myself for, whatever it may be. But start that process right there, because again, when that forgiveness, and when that healing is when it's done, let me show you what it looks like. When it's done, you have no emotional attachment to it because you already know what it is. And see, whatever it was in that person that you attracted, whether it was, him having a father that did that same thing, that was, not emotionally there for him, or, was physically, verbally, mentally, spiritually abusive to another woman, and you witnessed this, or this, or, the rejection, whatever that man experienced, you guys both have that vibration within you. That's why it was attracted. And could it be that both of you guys attracted each other so that you could heal this? You know what I'm saying? So we have to start thinking outside of the box before we can even get to the forgiveness, because again, it's victim mode. You did this, you did this, you did this, you did this. And the young lady that you said, it's been 17 years. Really? 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 So but whenever you're ready and you're tired of being sick and tired, because there's no way I would let anything in my energetic field bring me down for 17 years, because she's missing out on love. She's missing out on her true Boaz. You know what I'm saying? Because, she's stuck 17 years in the past. You know what I'm saying? She ain't even in the present. She's stuck there. And here's the thing. Only death and dis-ease is in the past. You know what I'm saying? Present is where the healing, is where the love, is where the new experiences are. You know what I'm saying? New friends. You know what I'm saying? New environment. New smiles. Dropping the weight. All of that. You know what I'm saying? None of that is in the past.
Yeah. No, that's good. I'm like, I wish we had more time. But I would say, like, I'm not even, because we don't have time. We don't have any more questions. So I'm not going to ask any more questions right there. But I'm going to leave you to close us out. I don't know. Speak to that woman who has been cheated on, and, she may even be stuck in the stage of where she is going through the anger, and she's stuck in the anger of the betrayal, the abandonment, the rejection. There's someone that she, put her all into and truly loved that person. Speak to them about starting the forgiveness process.
Okay. So starting that forgiveness process, again, my love, acceptance. Because if it still hurts, you haven't accepted it. And I'm sure that he has moved on. And not to say, I'm not going to disrespect you and say it's time for you to move on, because it's not. If it's not, it's not. But, right now at this point in time, can we accept it? That's what I would want you to do. Can you give yourself a time frame to just accept that right at this moment, this is what it was. I don't care how long ago, 5 minutes ago, 5 hours ago, 5 years ago, 5 days ago. Accept what has happened. And now I want you to ask yourself, am I ready to see what this experience, the root cause of this experience? Am I ready to see that? And if you're not, it's cool. It's cool. But if you are, ask yourself, ask your body, show me what this is attached to. Show me the very first experience that I had that attracted all these other experiences. Show me that. It may take a day. It may pop right up, and it's quiet. It's going to be real quiet. It's not going to come in, with a tambourine banging saying, hey, it's me, it's me. Allow it. Allow yourself to see what your body, what your mind, what your spirit, what your soul, what your angels, what God, your higher self is trying to show you. And when you see it, believe it and accept it because it's you talking to you. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, okay. And then the other thing that I would ask you, are you ready to, and I was going to start channeling. Another thing I would ask you is, now that you see it, now that you know it, now that you can feel what it is, again, are you ready to accept it? Can you accept it?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And now, can you get angry? You know, I want you to get not, you know, angry and just lash out, but, you know, can you, no, it's saying angry and lash out. Can you get angry and can you lash out? Not in the way where you're getting ready to call or where you're getting ready to clown or where you're getting ready, because, see, this is affecting your children. You know what I'm saying? How they see you, what you're allowing, what you're manifesting in their life as well. Because, see, if you don't stop it, guess what? They can still attract the same thing, or the exact opposite. I ain't getting into no relationship. I don't want to deal with that. Da 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 da. So you have a bigger responsibility. It's not just you. You know. So, you know, can you allow yourself to start to get angry? Can you allow can you sit there and, you know, I don't want you to say bad things to yourself, but can you say, you know what? I accept my responsibility in this too. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times it's like, I did this, I was good. And that is, it could be. But then too, right now, you're allowing yourself to be stuck. You know what I'm saying? Can you see the detriment, and is it really worth it? Is it really, really worth it? And if it is, okay, it is what it is. But if it's not, because you are inviting physical death, you are inviting nasty diseases, you are inviting all these things into your life because you can't let go. Bitterness causes breast cancer. You know what I'm saying? Also, uterine cancer, stomach cancer. I mean, you know, it's cancer. You know, diabetes from lack of joy. Really? You know, is that worth it? And if it is, sister, then so be it. You can have it. But what if on the other side of this is something that you lost a long time ago that you get back? And that's the ability to look at yourself in the mirror and be like, damn, girl, you fine as hell. Look at you. You know what I'm saying? And you know how we be doing that little dance? You know what I'm saying? You know, that's what I want for you. Because, see, that's what's going to attract who's supposed to be with you after you get through this lesson. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I want for you. So that, you know, you can start, you know, tapping back into your worth. But again, you have to understand that you're worth it because, see, here, you are the author, you are the director, you are the star, you're the co-star, you're the extras in your story. So whatever you want it to be, she got over it. She moved through it. Now she's a pioneer helping other women through how she made it through the other side. And now she has a beautiful, loving relationship and beautiful children, and whatever that case may be, that could be the story. Or it could be like, dang, man, you know, they done had to amputate a leg because she got, you know, diabetes. And, you know, oh, yeah, now she chemotherapy and, you know.
Yeah.
But either choice is yours, and I respect it, sister. But it's deeper than... So that's what I'm saying. Can you forgive yourself? Forget him. Forget that. Can you forgive yourself?
Yeah.
That's number one.
Yeah.
Forgiveness is the highest form of healing.
And we're going to end on that. Forgiveness is the highest form of healing. And so tell the people, Kindria, where they can reach you at.
You can reach me at the elevationofself.com, where you can do a 30-minute free consultation. And you can look at the other services that I provide, as well as Facebook and Instagram. I'm Rekindle Hair Restoration Solutions. And yeah, So you can come and, do a consultation with me. I think, yeah.
All righty. Well, I hope you beautiful people out there enjoyed this episode. And so, again, how I like to end it off is just talking to the past Bree, which is any woman who is currently experiencing and going through their healing journey of infidelity. And, Kindria said it best. Forgiveness of yourself is the highest form of healing. And so, I would close with forgive yourself for staying longer than you should have. Forgive yourself for making the decision to stay and try to work it out. Forgive yourself for overlooking all of the red flags and the signs and you didn't say anything. Forgive yourself for putting him first before you. Forgive yourself for devaluing you. Forgive yourself for being angry with you. Because that is where the healing starts. And so I'll see you on the flip side in the next episode. You beautiful women have a great day. Bye.
Bye.